Hey guys, welcome back. Today I got to make a short video on a little something that I really like, a product that I just started using not long ago, and it's the Telesin U-shaped magnetic neck holder mount right there. The two guys that I actually first seen using this were Rob Turkla and John B from the Guggen Squad. Both those guys were sporting these, and I thought, that's kind of neat. I got to start looking to see if I can find myself one. And sure enough, I did. Great mount. Now, there's other models out there. This is an upgraded version from what they had before. And it is, I'm not going to lie, one of the best things I have used, because I was using this chest mount before. And this has been a staple for me for quite a few years. Okay, so to put this on, there's a little button here on the back side. You just press it, and that one side pops out. And it's so easy, it just clicks into place. That's it. It just clicks in. Goes around your neck, real easy, nice and comfortable. Clip it in, just like that. And you mount your camera on here. You can kind of adjust it a little bit because it's moldable. It's very comfortable compared to my other one. One of the main reasons I don't want to use this anymore is because I find in the summer, with it wrapped around me, it gets warm. If it rains, it gets wet and holds the moisture. But you know, overall, I just like the placement of this better. The point of views are much better with it. And I'll show you some examples here of video that I've already shot compared to this, because what ends up happening is with the chest mount, I find that I was losing videos out of frame, like the stuff that I had, like you catch a fish and you're going to get that fish, and all of a sudden it just disappears out of frame. But I found with this one, I was maintaining the picture in frame, which was way better than that. So when you look at these comparisons, you can see the two pictures, how one, when you bend over, it goes out of frame, you lose the shot of the fish, where in the other one, you can see that it stays within the frame. And this was the big thing. Now people will say, well, you know what, just bend down the camera a little bit further, but then I find that when you get up, if you forget to readjust your camera, what ends up happening is you're back out of frame again, or it's not centered where you want it. With this, I find that I maintain my point of view perfect for a majority of the time, which is something I didn't have with the chest mount. Is this thing still useful? Sure it is. I keep it around. I'm not getting rid of it because there may be a purpose for where I'm going to need this. So this little unit here, it spins off as well. To take it off, you got to go clockwise with it like this. It spins off and pops off, okay? You can see the grooves in there. All right, so to put it back in, you just line it back up with the grooves and then spin it back into place like that, and it clips in. All right, so the other great thing about this neck mount is you can add a bunch of different accessories, which Telesin does sell. And you can see I added my cell phone to this as well. I had an adapter for the cell phone. And yeah, it's customizable with all kinds of different stuff, whatever you want to do. So the things I received with this neck mount, obviously the pin, the screw pin, and this adapter as well. That's what came in the box. Like I said, you can get a bunch of other stuff. This doesn't even scratch the surface. I'm pretty sure you can get even more things for it. But that gets you started. Let me pull out some change out of my pocket here. So being that it's magnetic, it will actually, here's a dime. You can see the dime sticks to the back. Now there's people that will wear these things, put the dime in behind or a piece of metal or whatever. You just stick it up your shirt like this and put it on. It sticks to the shirt, see? So if you don't want this thing drifting off you there, you just put something in behind and there you go. It'll stick to the shirt. But I prefer it to actually drift off, and let me explain. Okay, so I mounted the camera on. You notice I still use an old gen cam because I have enough problems with the newest cameras shutting off on me, corrupt files, whatever. Just things that just piss me off. Why can't they work? The old gen cams, I can still film in HD, and you know what? I have no problems with it. So I mounted on here, and I got an extra little extension on here because I use a backpack on this, another battery backpack that just gives me a little more life with the batteries. So it's perfect. But let me mount this on, and I'll show you what I'm talking about where it comes to the cameras. And like I said, it sits here perfectly. The weight of it's great. It's not uncomfortable on the neck or anything. That's why, you know, they redesigned this, and the neck is just, it feels so good compared to that thing when it's wrapped around me. But I'll show you that too. Here's an example of what I'm talking about keeping the picture in frame. But let me show you here. See, when I bend over to get a fish, okay, the camera drifts away from my body, right? So when I'm moving around like this, and it'll come right back to the body, but this is why it stays in frame, because the camera actually drifts away from my body. It's not pinned to me like it is with the chest cam, right? So that's when I'm bending over, the frame is dropping back this way, and I'm losing the shot. And that's what I like about this, that I let it just drift away from the body. But let me show you with the other mount on what I'm talking about. This is what I've used for years, right? And you can see you got your straps all over the place, straps on the back. Like, it's, you know, it is what it is. And it does a great job. And the problem is with this, as I was saying with the other one, and I showed you, when you go to bend over, this does not drift away from the body, so the picture kind of, it draws it back so it falls out of frame. And that's the problem with this particular unit. I've noticed that, especially this year, with a lot of the filming I've been doing, and since I've started using that, I don't have to rely to go back to the other camera all the time to see if I've got a shot, because it stays within the frame. And that's exactly what I'm looking for. And see, I already feel this, I'm getting warm with this on because it's just all cinched up. I'm gonna take it off because it's so uncomfortable. So this particular mount, made by Telesin, you can pick this up off of Amazon. I purchased mine off of Temu, of all places, if you can believe that. And it was a lot less money on Temu versus Amazon. I think if you play your cards right on that site, you get deals, and then you can cash in on some pretty good deals. And that's all I did, was I waited out on this one. I kept it in my cart. Then they kept dropping the price, dropping the price, dropping the price, and then finally it was just too good to pass up. I love it. It's probably one of the best upgrades I got. Like I said, this whole thing here is just made out of a rubber type silicone. You can bend it. See the fins there, that kind of lays nicely on the back of your neck. Very, very good product. Yeah, if you're looking for a nice point of view neck holder for your camera, this is a good one. They sell them for cell phones as well, so you can buy them for cell phones. If you don't want to wear one on a hat, this is a nice closer option. And you know what? You're speaking right beside it, so it picks up your voice really good. But if you have any questions, please feel free to throw them down below. Any comments, if you use these, I'd like to hear from you, if you've had good success with them. But this has been an absolute game changer for me where it comes to making videos, and I highly recommend it. I'm out of here, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it's helpful to you. And yeah, maybe I'll see you out there with wearing one of these. Anyways, you guys all take care. Tight lines. I'm gonna continue testing with this, but man, the chest mount that I had before, gone. I like this one way better.